Amazon news. You ready for some Amazon news? Alright, so if you didn't know, the two richest dudes in the world, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, are battling each other, turf war, over who can get all their internet satellites up into space first. Amazon and SpaceX are basically fighting over space real estate. Basically, Amazon is accusing SpaceX of looking to smother competition, and SpaceX is accusing Amazon of stifling competition, so they're both kind of throwing a tantrum. So at the center of this back and forth, SpaceX is trying to modify their license for Starlink. They've already launched 900 satellites, but I guess something may be going on where they need to be at a lower orbit, and so now they need to get some clearance from the FCC to be able to have their satellites, some of their satellites, go a little bit lower, I guess maybe for better signal or something. Now this potential change could put Starlink satellites in way of another constellation, this project called Cooper or Kuiper, I don't know how to pronounce that, but basically this project has been proposed by Amazon, and the company has not yet launched any satellites. They don't even have a date of when they are going to launch satellites, but it has already secured an FCC license for their project. So Elon Musk and SpaceX is, getting in on Amazon's turf, and we're going to see a crazy war take place up in the stars. Next up, we got Amazon's price target for their stock being increased by JP Morgan. As you can see here, their price target was raised to $41.55 from $4,100. Now, if you don't know, Amazon's stock price is currently trading at around $3,300, so now may be a good time to buy, depending on if you believe what JP Morgan has going on at their whole research team. Next up, we got an Amazon delivery driver who reunites a newborn baby, 5-month-old newborn baby, with their mom after, I guess, a carjacking happened. They stole the car, the baby was in the car, and then they left the baby on the side of the road. Let's take a look what this is saying. This is sad and crazy, and I would want to murder somebody if that happened to me. So anyway, Juan Carlos Flores was working for Amazon, January 18th, typical delivery day, right? And then he stumbles across a 5-month-old baby abandoned on the side of the road by an apparent carjacking suspect. They bailed on the baby. Then Juan says, when I went close to the baby, I wanted to cry because I was like, it's impossible that the baby can be here on the side of the street. Somehow he tracks down the owner of the car, the mother of the baby, and I guess he reunites them. It's a happy ending, so this is crazy. But thankfully, Juan was there and saved the day. And if you didn't know, the Amazon Echo can now be part of your security system, and they can start playing dogs barking super loud in case your security cameras go off. Now, my security cameras are constantly falsely going off. It seems like the bush moves because of the wind or something, and then I get a notification on my phone that I'm now, having something going on my camera. So I wonder if this is going to play a role with just constant dogs barking from an Amazon Echo. But here's what it says. Amazon Echo can now make a noise like a dog barking if you're not home. So I guess maybe they can tell if you're not home, but here's how to set it up. Your Amazon Echo can make it sound like a dog is barking inside your house if your security cameras sense movement when you're not home. You can set your lights to turn on and off based on your past usage, make it look like you're home, have an alert if it hears glass breaking or a fire alarm. Wow. So I don't know. This is some crazy stuff. If it's super accurate and actually works 100% of the time, then that's awesome. But if it's not accurate and it has some false flags and some false readings, then that would just be super annoying. So that's a cool little thing for Amazon Echo. Me personally, I am actually a Google Home house, so I'm not really hip on that Amazon Echo. Next, we got Amazon's $2 billion climate pledge fund just put some money into a company called Infinium. Basically, this Infinium company makes electrofuels aimed at decarbonizing the transportation industry. So this is just mind-blowing to me that it's like so this fuel is made from electricity rather than oil. How does that even make sense? Like, how is that even possible? They're known as drop-in fuels since they can be used with our current existing infrastructure. So basically it says here, Infinium uses renewable power for electrolysis, the process of splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen to produce what's known as green hydrogen. The hydrogen is then combined with carbon dioxide, in other words, would have been released into the atmosphere through Infinium's proprietary reactor. The ultimate output is a net zero carbon fuel that can be used to power jets and trucks, among other things. So we're going to see more of this, but that is pretty crazy if that can really just be plopped into our current transportation system, because we are facing a bit of a, carbon crisis. I'm a huge believer on climate change and it actually happening, global warming. Some people literally don't believe in it, which is just crazy to me, but if this can help, then that is awesome. Amazon needs to put way more than $2 billion into it. If you're a Parler user, here's some bad news for you. Basically, the judge sided with Amazon in Amazon rejecting Parler and having to put Parler back on live. So basically, Amazon said it dropped Parler from AWS after it failed to remove violent content from its platform, and that's the way it's going to stay. So Parler is done, just like that. The entire app was wiped off, and I bet you the owner of Parler was just so excited because he was like, so many people are joining my app and I'm killing it, this is incredible. But then the entire hosting just gets completely wiped out and he's done. So anyway, that's the Amazon news that I had for you. Some crazy stuff happening right now with Amazon. Hopefully they can figure out their stuff with the space race, with the unions, with the Amazon Echo. Maybe they can enforce and create more synergy between their security systems and their whole Echo devices. Pretty cool stuff happening. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.